ทางบอกลากันริมฝั่งวันนั้นจำได้สุดจะหักใจกล้ำกลืนเก็บไว้เกินเปล่าอยากจะทวนรักสักครั้งอยากจะทวงรักสักคราวสะอึกเงียบราวบาบายสิ้นดีสุดจะแปลกใจที่เธอไม่ห่วงไม่ห่วง Okay, let's get to the next soup here. Next one, what we are going to do is stuffed bitter melon or stuffed cucumber, pickling cucumber. Will be in a light clear stock here. Okay, that should be another kind of Thai soup which is not hot, but this will be very nice, very pleasant soup that you can enjoy either with or without rice. This will be a stuffed bitter melon with pork and also cucumber, stuffed cucumber with pork. So the soup base will be pork. We use the neck pork bones here, okay? And importantly, the basic flavoring agent here would be cilantro root once again. If you cannot find it, use a stem. The stem part will do just fine, but except that it's more delicate than the root. The root is kind of very pronouncing, okay? And also, you know, this Asian celery stock, okay? Just a little bit of that because it also render very pleasant flavors in there. For the pork here, we have the ground pork that will be seasoned first with some egg white, with some cilantro stem, pepper, also fish sauce and salt, okay? And the other group here is for seasoning of the soup. And one important thing which I want to show you, which is called the tianxin preserved vegetable. This is Chinese, okay? It's a kind of vegetable that comes in an earthy jar that you can see a small earthy jar there, okay? That will render beautiful, you know, flavors or impart flavors into the soup. So I like to begin. First of all, is that, you know, you have to cook the stock for quite some time. So we're going to use the pork neck bone here, okay? Let me just keep the stock here because it needs to be simmer a little bit. That's the pork bones, okay? Yeah, here you go. There, slip it there, okay? And just let it simmer, okay? For quite some time. Meanwhile, I'm going to begin with some of the cilantro here, cilantro root that need to be, let's cut it short. And to do the cilantro root, you just smash it down very hard, you know, from the, you know, the bottom of your palm here. There you go. Or you can slit it a little bit just to release the flavors of the cilantro and throw it in there, in the stock, okay? This part we shouldn't waste either. And throw it in. There you go. Okay? So that will be a soup base. One more thing for the soup base would be the garlic. The garlic I will also smash too, the same way. Very lightly, like that. Like that. Okay. Now I think I got the good soup base there. Let it cook for quite some time. I'm going to begin marinating the pork here. Ground pork, okay? There you go. Use my gloves is better because I need to work at it. Okay, cilantro stem, okay, which is finely minced here, okay. Egg white, okay. And also some of the corn flour, a little bit of that, okay. Fish sauce, black pepper, and salt, okay. Now, I will work at that, the stuffing. Okay, make sure it well blended here. Okay. Okay, just smash it as hard as you could. Okay. This pork needs to be once done. You need to keep it marinated for at least half an hour to an hour. Okay, until become a bit, more solid there, okay, and sticky. Okay, once I mix it well there, okay, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep transfer into a small, I think small bowl better now. I'm gonna keep it marinated there in the refrigerator, okay? Now, let's bring the one that I've done, okay, that had been marinated for at least an hour, okay? It's ready that I can stuff with the winter melon here. No, bitter melons here. Now, let me show you. You cut into, bitter melon is a kind of, about a long size like that. I cut into about an inch or so, okay? Size here. You scoop the, the center part out. Make sure you get all the white membrane out of the center here, okay? Now we're going to show you one here. There you go. On both sides. Okay. Get the white membrane out. Okay. Once this is done, okay, I'm going to wash it off in a water with salt solution here so that you get some bitter taste, out of this bitter melon, okay? Let's soak a little bit in there. Now, okay, you want to work on the next one. The cucumber, you do the same thing here, okay? No, I need that, okay. The cucumber, you just peel the cucumber. Okay, you get all the cucumber peeled very well. There you go. Of course, if you have, the vegetable peeler, it can be faster, just as fast here. Okay, we peel the cucumber. And meanwhile, I have to let the soup simmer only. Okay. Almost done. Okay. It's a large cucumber, as as large as possible, so you can stuff the pork in more generously. Okay. Now we go. Okay. When this is done, okay, take that part out. So you cut into about that size. The same thing here. Like the bitter melon, you just scoop the center part out. There will leave rooms at the center here for stuffing. Okay. On both sides here. There you go. Just wash it off a little bit. So that will be the cucumber. Now, okay, I got a pork here, which I'm going to season. I'm going to fill in the bitter melon now. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Very simple. On both sides. Okay. Dip your finger on the water a little bit to smooth up the top. Okay. Make sure it fills up like that. Okay. Force it in, okay? Force it in the center there. Let's see. Push it down. Push, okay? Now let's add a little bit more here. Dip in water a little bit. Pat it, just pat it lightly to get it smoothened, okay? Go. Continue the process here. That should be done. Okay. Now, I'm ready to see the soup. 1 second. Okay. I'm going to discard all of this pork bone here. Okay. And then turn on the heat up. And get extra soup a little bit, please. Okay, just drop it in. Drop everything in. And leave it there. Cucumber will take, quicker though. Okay, and let's see. Now let's see. Okay, let this cook a little bit. Okay. Meanwhile, this is all the seasoning. Okay. I will use the celery stalk here. Okay. Once again, you sort of smash it, get the flavor. And the tianxian, preserved vegetable. Okay. Okay. Now get some salt. Taste first. Want to make sure. Okay, good. Now, the thin soy sauce and pepper. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Once bitter melon turns a bit, paler, then it's cooked about, maybe some 8 to 10 minutes. Okay. So we're gonna let this simmer a little bit. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about this soup. Okay, this soup is probably best that you enjoy with rice, steamed rice. It's not a soup that you drink it per se. In Thai cooking, it's part of the entire meal. Served with everything else, from stir-fry thing to curry to everything else. So the soup here is another part of the, in all the courses that serve in a family style. Okay. You can either, the one I show you here is the stuffed bitter melon or stuffed cucumber. You can cook separately, okay? But in this case, I want just to show you that you can always do it together too, okay? The flavor is a bit different, okay? The cucumber is more delicate than the bitter melon, okay? But let it, simmer for some 8 to 10 minutes there. And this soup here should be very, very marvelous with rice. Okay. So our stuffed bitter melon and stuffed cucumber is done. Okay, that's a stuffed bitter melon, stuffed cucumber with pork. So I want to take it out from the soup. As you can see, we don't want to continue to let it soak in the soup because it's already been cooked. Otherwise, particularly cucumber is so delicate that it can fall apart. Okay, when you serve, you just heat up the soup and just pour or ladle the soup over the stuffed bitter melon and stuffed cucumber. Okay, so ready to eat.
ต่างบอกลากันริมฝั่งวันนั้นจำได้สุดจะหักใจกล้ำ